What is up, guys? Welcome to Behind the Beat. I am your host, Chris Langen. Today, we are taking a look at part 2 of expanding your drum fill library. Okay, guys. Today, we are doing part 2. If you haven't seen part 1 of this, make sure you go into my playlists and check it out. We did 4 different kinds of fills, and today we're going to do the last 4. Just as a quick recap on what we're actually doing here, these are considered half-bar fills. And what that means is that the fill comes in halfway through the bar, so usually on beat 3 or 4. So our groove will go, into beat 1 and 2, and then our fill will happen between beat 3 and 4. Okay. All right. So let's dive right into it. Our first one is an 8th note based fill. Very simple. We are going to be using our snare and floor tom. Now, if you notice, there are some other little things going on here. We have accents above each one of the notes. We have a crescendo, which is that arrow-looking thing at the bottom. And these notes are all flams. So what we're going to be doing is flamming between the floor tom and the snare drum. Now, it's up to you whether you want to do a right hand or a left hand flam. I think it sounds better if you do it where you're playing your floor tom slightly before your snare. So, okay, very basic fill, just 8th notes. It's going to start on beat 3. So we're going to count it 3 and 4 and. Now, you're going to notice the crescendo at the bottom. And what that means is you want to gradually get louder. So we only have two beats to do this. So this might work better in a full bar fill because you have more time to get from quiet to loud. But we could still pull it off in this example. So basically our first hit will be very, very light. Our second, third, and fourth hit will progressively get louder. All right, so I'm going to throw the metronome on at 80 beats per minute, and I'm going to do this for you a couple times. Here we go. Okay, this fill is really good for, say you're coming out of a verse or something into a chorus where, the tension is building. You're about to go into a part that's about to explode. So using a crescendo and something like this helps build up that feeling of here it comes, So you might want to finish that off with a crash cymbal on beat 1. Up to you. But it's a really basic fill, and it's very effective. So, all right, our next fill. This one actually starts on beat 4. You have probably heard this fill 1,000 or more times if you're just getting into drumming now. Very popular, very effective. You're not really overdoing it by playing this fill. Very basic, and it's all going to be on the snare, okay? And we're going to count it 4 enda. It's an 8th note followed by 2 16ths, okay? You can throw this, this is a nice little phrase ender. After 4 or 8 bars in a verse or something, maybe you would throw this in. Here's what it sounds like. Okay? You're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, yep, I've heard that before. It works. It's super popular. I don't know why. It just kind of caught on, and you hear a lot of drummers do it. All right, so our next fill actually uses the same rhythm on beat 4. Except we're going to start this fill on beat 3 with some eighth notes. And it's basically, we're just going to spice up what we just did. Okay? So let's take a look at it. We have a flam on the snare for beat 3. Tom 1 for the and of 3. Tom 3 for 4. And then 2 snares for and. So it's going to sound like this. Okay. Let me throw the metronome on and we'll take a look and see how it sounds. Okay, another really good phrase ender. Maybe you're going into a bridge or something. Just a little something you can do to lead you into the next part of the song. All right, our fourth and final fill for today. Let's see what's going on here. We have the fill's going to start on beat 3. It's going to start with a snare, followed by a rack tom, followed by a floor tom, and then back on your snare for beat 4. We're going to count it 3, E, and 4. Being that the snare is a quarter note flam on beat 4, it gives the feeling of like a stop. You might want to put this at the end of a song or an end of a phrase where everything is shutting down. Let me play it, and you'll see what I mean. Okay, you can see how everything comes to an abrupt end right there on beat 4. So it might be good for, closing out a song or a section of a song. Okay. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for Expanding Your Drum Fill Library, Part 2. So I hope that's helped you guys out, especially you beginners trying to formulate some fills. Maybe you're just starting off and you got a bunch of grooves, and now you want to throw some fills in there. So this should help you out. Make sure you guys subscribe. We've got lots of different lessons, covers, gear reviews, stuff like that. I'm absolutely positive that we're going to be doing more lessons on fills in the future. Okay, maybe we'll do some more that are a little bit more intermediate or advanced. But stay tuned because we might bring back some more beginner ideas too. So check me out on my social media. We've got an Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. Okay, guys. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, we'll see you guys at the next lesson.